This is an output of this project. That is an email extractor AI agent. This AI agent log into your Gmail account and retrieve emails information and store them into database. As you can see, you can also retrieve any information from your mailbox. I am showing you few examples here. First of all, you need to install dependencies. To do this, click on the Install option. You need to install 3 key dependencies: MIMEKit, MailKit, and system.txt.json. Now, I will explain the program flow within this virtual environment. We are using 6 main functions: main, parse email, attempt login, select mailbox, get login, and RAG query. We will also use 5 key variables in the process: mailbox, mail count, email, password, and the IMAP client variable. Creating variable is very easy. Click on Create Variable. Modify name and properties as per need. To select the variable type, click on Open Type Graph and select your required type like object, string, integers, or any other. This is an example variable, so I am deleting it. Let's start by understanding the main function. Adding blocks is also very easy. Right-click on empty space, type your required function, and select it. Once you have added your block, connect it in program with other blocks. This was an example block, so I am deleting it. In the main function, we begin with a Hello World print statement. Next, there is a block for API set token. To get the API token, refer to the instructions provided in the description below. The flow continues with these key function calls: get login, attempt login, select mailbox, parse email, and finally, RAG query. Each of these functions contains smaller blocks to repeat the loop as needed. Now, let's look inside the getLogin function. In this function, we store values as strings inside variables. The first variable is email, where we load the email from a text file. The second variable is password. Next, we move to the attempt login function. Here, the program attempts to log in using the provided username and password. We use the IMAP client block from the MIMEKit dependency. Some blocks are created by Construct New Object option, so right-click an empty space and select Construct New Object. Type your required function and select it. This was an example, so I am removing it. This block is stored in the variable called IMAPClient so that we can reuse it in other blocks. The program then uses the connect and authenticate functions to continue the login process. We also include an exception handler for both, as there's always a chance that the login attempt might fail. If the login attempt is successful, it will print Login Successful. Next, we move to the Select Mailbox function. Inside this function, we begin by calling the IMAP client variable, which we stored earlier. We use this to access the Get Inbox Information block. From there, additional blocks check the mail count in the inbox. Once completed, control returns to the main function. The next step is to print the information regarding the emails inside the inbox. After this, we move to the parse email function. Inside the parse email function, we use a for loop to extract information from the IMAP client. This allows us to access the email's subject and text body. The extracted information is then stored inside the RAG database. This loop continues until all emails have been processed and saved in the RAG database. Once this process is complete, control moves back to the main function, where we enter the RAG query function. The purpose of RAG query is to retrieve information from the database. Here, the system takes a command from the user prompt to search for the required data. Next, the Ask Serena API refines the user's instructions, making it easier for the program to understand the query. Finally, the RAG query block retrieves the requested information from the database. After that, control returns to the main function. At this point, the main function asks the user if they want to continue with another query or type exit to close the program. This is a simple but powerful example of how you can build an AI agent using the Serena Reasoning Builder virtual environment. If you'd like to see the output again, restart the video. You can find the complete build by following the link in the description.